start the recording and go to console. Okay, so can you confirm my screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir, this is.
Okay, so we have completed first two projects, that is build the CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins and deploy the real-world web application in AWS cloud. And the second project is creating a VPC and making sure that they are able to communicate with each other. Now, the third project is provisioning using Terraform and Ansible. So in this, we are going to learn about what is Terraform and what is Ansible. So both Terraform and Ansible both are infrastructure as a code. Uh, if I search for what is IAAC, it's okay. IAAC, yeah. What is infrastructure as code? So the managing and provisioning the infrastructure through the code instead of through manual process. So basically, we can type some part of code. That code will execute some commands, and the commands are related to start the EC2 instances, or start, or if you want to install any software like HTTPD on a machine. At that time, this code will execute that particular commands. Like if someone says you start 10 servers and install HTTPD in each of the server, so infrastructure as a code helps us. So instead of doing that process manually, like starting the code infrastructure, starting the server, and then connect to server, and then install whatever we want to install, instead of that, we are going to create a code that is running on my master instance. I'll create one master instance. Okay, master Amazon Linux. I'll select my key. I have my existing security group. I'll select that and then launch dual instance. Okay, so master instance has been launching. So what I am going to do using this instance, I am going to create four new instance that I would name as nodes, node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, and I am using Terraform. Terraform is basically Terraform is an open source bit for chat. Is an open source infrastructure as a code tool developed by HashiCorp. It allows you to define, manage, and provision cloud infrastructure and services in declarative manner. The key idea behind Terraform is represent your infrastructure configuration as code, which can be versionized and shared and easily reproduced, making it powerful and efficient tool for managing cloud resources. So basically, what Terraform is, it allows you to manage, define, provision the cloud infrastructure. Cloud infrastructure refers to the server that you want, physical or virtual server, how many servers and that. So it allows you to define, manage, and provision the cloud infrastructure slash server and services in a declarative manner. Like I told you, we just type the script what we want to do, and then we run, and it will create that what it will create that particular servers whatever we written in the file. And the part of Ansible, okay, it is an open source automation tool and configuration management system that simplify the process of managing and deploying the software application, IT infrastructure, and various other tasks. It designed to be simple, agentless, and efficient, making it popular among the system administrators, developers, and DevOps professionals. So basically, Ansible is also infrastructure as a code, but Terraform mainly focuses on how he can uh, manage, and provision the infrastructure. The upscaling and downscaling of a server. If you want more server, then Terraform is responsible to create that servers, and Ansible is responsible to automate things like if you want HTTPD in each of the servers, then using this Ansible we can create a YML file, and in the YML file we can declare like install HTTPD in a server whatever written, and this will handle the configuration for those infrastructure, and Terraform will handle creation of that infrastructure. So those two are the key main difference in Terraform and Ansible. So my master should be running now. Yeah, master is running and security checks are done. So I'll connect to master first, copy, and then go to cmd, uh, cd, downloads, and then paste the link and type yes. So I am successfully connected to my master instance. So now I want to install Terraform and Ansible. So first I will look into what is Terraform. So Terraform on AWS, AWS Terraform. Yeah, I'll share this developer HashiCorp Terraform downloads, and we are using Linux, and it's Amazon Linux. So I'll copy these commands one by one and then paste it here. First is completed. Now second command, adding the repository, it's done, and now we'll install the Terraform. Okay, so Terraform is installed. We can check with Terraform minus version. It is showing Terraform version 1.5.3 is installed on this Linux AMD 64. Okay, check the directory. Home EC2 user. I'll create sudo su, then mkdir terraform terraform script, and then here what I am going to do is first we need to make sure this machine is able to communicate to my AWS account. To check that, I need some key, like the Terraform is third party software, and using that third party software we are going to perform some actions on my EC2 instance. So to do that, I have to require some programmatic key. So I'll search for that. I am okay. In I required one user. So because because Terraform is going to communicate. The Terraform user is going to communicate to my account to create EC2 instances. So I'll create a new user and name as Terraform. Next, I want to add a policy directly, and the policy name is EC2 Amazon EC2 full access. Like if you want that user to create machines, then we have to give them a full access for our EC2 service. So next, and this is okay. Create user. So Terraform user is created. I'll go to user and then go to security credential, and now I'll create the access key. Like this is the third party and it's an infrastructure as code. So we'll require some access keys that can be used to access my Terraform server or EC2 server. Okay, so I'll create one access key. It is for application running on AWS compute service. So basically this machine is running on AWS itself, and I want access key to execute the commands from this machine only. So for that application running on AWS compute service, I understand and then next declaration. I You can type anything. I'll next, and this is my access key and this is the secret key. So just download the secret key and access key. You will be require this. Then done. Okay, so access key is also written, and I have also downloaded my access key. Okay, secret key and access key is installed. Now let's go to my directory cd Terraform script. Now here I'll create one folder, or I can create one file. So Terraform script requires a .tf extension. .tf. Commonly associated with the file used to context the infrastructure as a code using Terraform. So when we want to run our Terraform, any code, it will require .tf extension. So I'll create one file, vi using vi provider .tf. So basically, this file will contain my key, shared key, access key, and the shared key of my account. And using this access key and shared key, I am going to communicate with my machines. So enter. Now first type I to go into the insert mode, then provider. Provider is AWS. Then this is so far. Okay. So access key. AWS access key equals to and I'll input my access key, control C, and then set control V. Then secret key. Secret key equals to, I'll copy my secret key and paste. Then we also need to mention where we want to deploy our machines, like the region. So we can find region on AWS. Come to an AWS. I'll go to EC2 service, and here by just side to your name, you see Mumbai. If I click here, I see Asia Pacific Mumbai, and their region name is listed here. So AP South 1, I'll use AP minus South 1, and this is my region. So so I have written one TF file that contains the provider, where I am going to create my AWS instances and their access key, secret key, and where I am going to put their region. So this file is done. Now escape colon WQ. It will save the file. So if I type cat provider.tf, so I can see the data is written. Now we'll type script. So we want to create machines. So that's why we're going to type one script.tf, or we can name it as uh, main.tf. Let's go with main.tf, vi main.tf. So this script or this file will contain what we have to create. Okay, so first go to insert mode, then a resource we have to create. Resource is AWS underscore instance. Okay, this is my resource that I want to create, and then the name of the instance that I'll give node1 underscore 1. This is completed. Then we need to mention Okay, we need to mention how many we wants to create. So I'll go count equals to 1. I want only one node 1. Then AMI. So AMI is Amazon machine image. We need to mention what type of machine that we require. We can find this AMI on instance. Come to your instance, then click on launch instance, and you have selected Amazon Linux. Just right here, you see your AMI ID. So I'll just copy this AMI ID, paste it here. Okay. So I am going to use this Mumbai region itself, AP South 1. Inside the AP South 1, this is my AMI that I want to create. Then enter. Then we need to select what type of instance. Like here, instance type we have to select, and it's saying T2 macro. So I'm going to use that also as well. Instance type equals to T, T2 dot macro. T2 dot macro. I want this instance. Then what we do is key pair. So let's select. I have two key pair installed on my system, and this testing one is already available in my system. So I'll use testing. So here key name equals to testing. Okay, key name is testing. Then what we have to do is network setting. We need to create a security group, or we can select the default security group. Okay, to do that, I'll type security underscore groups equals to. So I have which one? Jenkins, Terraform, Ansible. So I'll type Jenkins underscore Terraform underscore Ansible. Okay, this security group I have already installed. Next thing, if we want to add tag, we can also add tag, like name and tag, and additional tag. You can also add additional tag for it. So I'll skip to add tag, or you can also select under network which VPC do you want, their subnet. So basically, you can type anything here. So we have named the server using node 1, then how many we want, then their AMI ID, whatever the AMI ID they have written, then instance type, what type of instance do you want, then key name, what will be the key that is already installed on your system, and then security group name. Okay, so this will create one machine. Let's say I want three types of machine. At that time, I'm going to type again resource, and then that will be AWS underscore instance, and I'll name it as node 2 underscore 2. Okay, so this time, this resource is already completed. So let me finish it. New resource that I am going to create. So this time I say count equals to 2. So now what will happen? It will create two machines using instance node 2. That's just a name. We can change it laterwards. So I'll go with this. I'll copy everything written in here and paste it here, and then close the parenthesis. So basically what will happen? It will create three machines. One machine with the name of node 1, and two machine with the name of node 2. Okay. So now save this file, colon WQ. Okay. Escape. colon wq enter. If I type cat main.tf, I can see the resources is available, and ls a two file main.tf and provider.tf is available. So the coding part is done. We have typed everything. Now let's start working on Terraform. So first, whenever we are going to create any machine, first we need to initialize the Terraform that these files, this folder will contain the files. So I'll type Terraform, Terra, Terraform init. So it will initialize the Terraform, download all the dependencies that it will require. Like this is the AWS host, so it will download the AWS required file. So yeah, finding the latest version of HashiCorp AWS and installing 5.9. Okay, so all the initializing part has been Terraform has been successfully initialized. All the things are done. Now let's format the file. So format means like some indentation and all. Like currently it is in this format, and I am typing Terraform fmt. Okay, so there is one issue under provider file. I have to check vi provider.tf. Okay, so I haven't closed the file. I need to close it. Provider, access key, and region. And now if I save and then type fmt, so it detects. So first it formatted main.tf and now it formatted provider.tf. If I type cat main.tf, you can see the count and the space between that, and the first count and space between that are different. So this fmt will command will do that. It's also going to check the syntax if there is a syntax error. If no syntax error, then it will format the file. Now next command is to validate. So we need to check the written files are correct or they are able to communicate with AWS or not. To do that, Terraform validate. So it will take some time to validate the files. So they are saying inappropriate value attribute security groups. Okay, so the security group requires to be in. Okay, oh yeah, security group requires to be in square brackets. Square brackets. We are going to check the spelling again if they are correct. Jenkins, Jenkins, Terraform, and ansible. Okay, so I put at the square bracket here. Escape colon WQ. Now Terraform validate. Okay, so the configuration is valid. It detects, it changed my account, and that's it. Configuration is valid. Now let's plan the execution. So to that Terraform plan, enter. It reads the file and it will shows us something. It is saying three to be added. Like we mentioned node one, and under node two we mentioned two machines. So they saying three to be added. So I'll type now Terraform apply apply. Okay, so they are saying three to be applied. Do you want to perform this action? I'll type yes, I want, and then enter. It is creating the instance. I go back the instances. You can see three instances are going to launch. We should have mentioned the tag, so that tag name will come here. Okay, two instance creation complete, one is remain. Okay, all creations are complete. Okay, three added, zero changed, and zero destroyed. Okay, so three machines is added. I'll name them node 1, node 2, node 3. Okay, three nodes have been added. So this is Terraform, how we can type the code and then execute that code, and the Terraform will start the execution of the code, so that we get these three instances. Okay, so now let's learn about Ansible. So first I'll go back pwd, I check I am EC2 user. Then I'll create one file mkdir ansible, okay, ansible, and then cd ansible folder. So first we need to install Ansible. So basically Ansible made up with the Python language. So we can install using pip. So pip install Ansible will work, but it will throw the error like pip command not found, because Python is available. I can check Python minus minus version, the Python 3. Yeah, Python 3 minus minus version. It's saying 3.9.16 is installed, but pip doesn't come by default. On Linux, pip doesn't come by default. We need to install pip. So to do that, yum install pip, save y, and then enter. Installing the pip. Yeah, pip is now installed. Now let's install Ansible. So it's connecting the Ansible files, and Ansible is going to be installed now. Okay, so it successfully installed the Ansible. I can check Ansible minus minus version. So Ansible core is now installed. So basically Ansible uses YML file to install or to run their file like Terraform has .tf file, but in Ansible we have YML file. Hmm, Just a second. Okay. So uh, so basically Ansible is going to use SSH, a secure shell, to communicate these three machines. We just have to mention their IP addresses in a inventory of Ansible, and in playbook we are going to mention every file, like in playbook we are going to mention what task we need to perform, and in inventory we are going to mention all the servers. So let's do that first. Since the Ansible is using SSH, we need its SSH key. So currently in my account, I have SSH uh, key pair. Testing is available. I have the testing file. testing. I'll copy this, Control A, Control C. Then under on my machine, I'll come to the EC2 root, then slash cd EC2 user uh, slash dot ssh. So I come in the SSH folder. If I check PWD, I am in SSH folder, or I can exit and then type pwd home EC2 user. Now I'll go to .ssh folder. Now in SSH folder, I am going to create one file, vi ansible underscore key. So we don't have to mention any extension to this file. It's just ansible key. Enter. Insert mode. Paste the key data that we have copied. Escape colon wq. Enter. So if I check ls, ansible key is written. So we need to give some permission to that key. So I'll type chmod 400 to ansible key. So this command chmod will allow 400 means read only access, will allow a read only access to this key. So I type enter. It changes the modification. If I type ls minus la, you can see for ansible key we have read only access, that is R. Okay, so now let's exit. Go to our ansible folder. Here we need to create inventory and our playbook. So I'll create vi. Uh, so instead of I'll type inventory, let's go inventory, vi inventory. So inside the inventory, we are going to mention all the servers. So first, I'm going to create a group. Group will be my okay. So I'll mention the group. Group will be my ansible underscore servers. So this is my group. Inside that group, I will mention node one underscore one. It's ansible underscore host equals to. So now I'll require the IP address, public IP address of node 1. I'll copy this and paste it here. Similarly, for node 2 as well, ansible host node 2's public IP address. Similarly, node underscore 3 ansible host is equal to its public IP address. Okay, so what I have did, I have created one group called ansible servers. Inside that servers, I have node 1, node 2, node 3, and their node 1's IP address is this, second one is this, and third one is this. Now I have to create, I have to mention, since this Ansible is based on Python, so I have to mention the location of Python that is already going to install in those servers. So I type all vars. So all vars refers to all variables like node 1, node 2, node 3, and Ansible, Ansible Python inter interpreter. So I'm going to mention where the interpreter is available. PRE interpreter equals to it is going to available under USR slash bin slash python 3. So basically this command will search for this location. If this location found, then that location will be set as a Python interpreter for all the host machine. Okay. So escape colon WQ enter enter command. Okay. Escape colon WQ exclamatory enter enter. Shell return 127. Escape colon can't open file for writing. Can't open file for writing. I cannot write. So I need to copy everything that is already written with colon QA exclamatory ls ls minus LA. Host is not written. So I'll again create hosts, insert paste escape colon W2 enter. Why it is not allowing me? It doesn't allow me. Why? Why machine is not allowing me to create? Ansible server has a read writer permission. This folder. Then touch. So I'll create a file using touch host sudo host and then sudo br host insert escape colon wq. Okay, so if I type cat host, okay, so everything is written now. My host file is created. Now let's create a playbook. So I mentioned my servers. Now I have to mention the playbook. You can type ansible minus inventory ansible inventory minus m ping ansible into command inventory spelling is wrong. Ansible, I'll type ansible minus m ping So ansible all minus empty. It is saying no inventory were passed because we have not created inventory in the ansible folder. We have created inventory in our specified folder. So I need to specify that also. Ansel I, then slash home slash ec2 minus user slash ansible and slash hosts. Okay, so this is the location of my inventory file ansible all. Let's check. So I'll type yes, unreachable, yes, unreachable, yes, unreachable. So it's detected that machines are available, and it is saying the machines are unreachable. This is because through SSH we need to mention we need to mention the private key as well. Like inside the code we doesn't mention any key, but we have to also mention the private key. So I'll type minus minus private key equals to this symbol slash dot ssh slash what ansible underscore underscore key. So this particular symbol refers to the home directory, home EC2 user. This will change under this, and under that SSH folder under Ansible key. If I enter now, so it's saying ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. So Ansible is successfully able to communicate to our machines. Okay. So now let's create a playbook. So sudo touch dot yml. So this is going to be my YML file. Inside that YML, I am going to give task what to do. Okay, enter playbook.yml is created. Now vi playbook.yml. First, let's check that is public IP address contains anything. Copy and paste. This side can't be reached. Let's check to another one. Copy public IP address and paste. This side can't be reached. Let's try another. Copy and paste. Enter. This site is also can't be reached. So currently they have content nothing, and no server is running. So we are going to install HTTP server, HTTPD. This is an Apache server project. It automatically creates a daemon is background process of a computer that is continuously waiting for specific event or request to handle. So this is just a server that is going to run in this, and at the end of this it will show it works. So let's see. So first go to the insert mode. Okay, I'll go to the insert mode. Then I'll type minus minus minus. So this is the start of any YML file or any playbook. So then enter space minus space. Name of the playbook is sample. Then I have to mention host. So my hosts are that what we have created Ansible servers, right? Okay, host are Ansible servers, and then a remote underscore user. So every time the user will be your EC2 minus user, then become become true. This is for up to become a root user, then task. So I'm going to mention the task here. So the first task is name. Name of the first task is install httpd. Then a yum, yum. So for install, as usual, we use yum like sudo yum install. So in yum, enter name is httpd state is latest. So this task will install the httpd. I am saying yum install the httpd and their state is latest state. Okay. So this task is completed. Let's create a new task. The name of the task is start httpd. Start the httpd. Then service. So to start any service that we install Jenkins, we type systemctl enable and then systemctl start. So here we are going to type service, and inside the service name httpd. I need to give proper indentation here. httpd and then state start. Uh, I'll give proper indentation here as well. Tap, tap, tap. Name service name httpd start. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I said install httpd and start the httpd. Now exit :wq exclamatory post save. Can't open a file for writing. Why this is happening? I'll copy this. Okay, what ls only host is here. cd dot ls. This folder has read write file execution type ansible sudo su vir playbook.yml insert test escape :wq escape wq enter. So if I type cat playbook, okay, so playbook is added now. Let's check their syntax. Ansible playbook. Playbook name is playbook.yml and then minus minus syntax check. If I enter, inventory pass the list is empty. So basically ignoring Ansible, I mean syntax is correct. So basically here also we doesn't passes the actual location of our host as well as their this thing as well as their ansible key. So I'll just copy this, then again pass those things, enter. Playbook.yml syntax is correct. Now same thing, ansible, instead of syntax check, I am going to execute the command, enter. So what this saying, yes, I need to type yes. Fatal unreachable, permission denied. So why they are not able to reach? Ansible playbook, playbook.yml, then pass this host, private key is at this location, ansible key. So I should be able to communicate. Oh, okay. So I have to give, okay, so I have to change modification also. Chmod2 dot ssh file. I'll give 700. That is a read write execute command to this folder. So if I type ls minus ls dot ssh file is having read write execute command. Now cd ansible playbook. Now still it's showing unreachable. Okay, I'm a root user. That's it. pwd home ec2 user ansible ansible playbook. Okay, so now it is working. So it is saying gathering facts. Okay, everything is available. Install the HTTPD, changed, and then start the HTTPD. Value of state must be one. Reloaded, restarted, started, stopped, bot, start. Okay, we pass the start. So let's change that start. 11 playbook.yml insert. Okay, sudo insert started wq. Okay, so started is passed. Now let's see. Okay, so now started is accepted. So first task install HTTPD, it's saying changed, but now it's saying okay. That means HTTPD is already installed in the server, and start it's changed. The system is started. Now if I reload this, it says it works. Second, it works, and third, this also, and third, it works. So this is how you can type your HTML Ansible files using YML playbooks and the inventory. Pass that inventory and private key, and you are good to go. And this is all about Ansible and the Terraform. So in here, I'll go terraform cd slash slash cd terraform script, and here if I type terraform destroy minus minus auto minus app or approve. Auto approve means it doesn't ask me to whether I destroyed or not, and enter. Open terraform permission denied. Okay, sudo terraform destroy. Okay, so refreshing the state. If I check under here refresh, these three machines are going shut down. If they are terminated or shut down, it will show here. Okay, so it's shutting down and its days are terminated. So this is all about Terraform and Ansible. So do you have any question about this? Hello. Okay. So I'll share the YouTube video link as well. To summarize, first you need a master server, can be anything. Then you need to install Ansible as well as Terraform in that server. Then for running Terraform, you'll require is IAM user with Amazon EC2 full access permission attached to it, and their access key and secret key. So using that key, your you can create your main.tf and provider.tf. In provider, you are going to mention your access key, secret key, as well as the region, and in main.tf you can mention what you have to do. And in Ansible, it can be installed through pip. Install Ansible, then create a host file, enter data that I have already written, as well as then install or enter the playbook.yml, and then execute that command. So this is all about Ansible and Terraform. If you face any issue, just ping me on WhatsApp. I'll upload this video